Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here with a speed build video. I'm actually making use of the brand new stuff pack from The Sims 4. It's the luxury party pack, and I think it's called that. And I'm really enjoying playing around with it. Obviously, the pack comes with luxury items for you to have a party with. And what we're actually going to be building today is a wedding tent. So, this is a tent build where you can have a wedding and then the wedding reception underneath the tent. And I thought it was pretty cool. I'm going to use it in my twins LP because in that LP we have a bit of a over the top slash evil lady called Esmeralda, and I just thought this party pack, and a lot of you guys agreed, suited her personality perfectly. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of fun with this. But anyways, we've gone with a black, white, and red theme. This would be really easy just to change the colors if you want an all white wedding, or if you want pinks, or if you want blues, or whatever. But I'm doing black, white, and red because I want to do that black and white party option for the Sims 4 events. So I wanted to have a black and white party in a black and white venue. And then I have hints and accents of red because Esmeralda's wedding dress will be red, which is what a lot of viewers have suggested. I thought it was pretty cool because she's a bit evil, and not that a red wedding dress says a person's evil at all, but it just is like a very powerful color and it suits her, and she always has red lipstick on. So, anyways, I was looking at the gallery quite a while ago, and there was a top downloaded venue that was a wedding venue, I think, or maybe a party nightclub venue, and it made use of heaps and heaps of fountains, like a ridiculous amount of fountains. And it's kind of been in my mind, it's stuck in my mind because I thought it was a pretty cool venue. So I've actually taken inspiration from that, and we're going to have a ton of fountains. The only thing is, when I did put this into gameplay, the fountains are really, really loud. So, we might need to kind of, I don't know, have heaps of music going and not that commentary, not that much commentary in the Let's Play, but it is pretty full on. So you might want to get rid of a few of the fountains. But, anyways, here are some going in. I was a little bit confused with evening up the well, making it symmetrical, I guess, evening up each sides. I kept counting all the squares. One thing I do miss from The Sims 3 that I don't believe is in The Sims 4, you don't get to see the count of how many square units you're building on. So if you draw a wall, it doesn't actually say how many grid squares across that wall goes. And that was really handy in The Sims 3 because if you were wanting to make something symmetrical, you didn't have to count the squares yourself. I could be derping majorly and not have realized where the count is, but I haven't noticed it. So I always am a little bit like stopping to count. I'm also the type of person who still counts on their fingers when they're adding up maths. I wasn't terrible at maths in school, by any means. I was pretty average, so I wasn't that good, but I wasn't a shocker. But I still, for some reason, always counted my fingers. So I don't know. Maybe I just have a few counting issues. But anyways, I really like this venue that it was all in black to begin with. And I might actually do that for the Twins LP, but I did change the exterior to white for the point of this build because I think I would rather use it as a white venue rather than a black venue for most events. I would make it black probably for parties, and then I would make it white for weddings. So in the Twins LP, because it's Esmeralda, we'll probably make it black. But I don't know, it's coming together quite well. I was so glad there was a roof tiling option that didn't have tiles or a particular texture on it. Well, actually, I think it's a concrete texture, but it looks like fabric for the tent roof. So I was pretty stoked about that. And now we're just going to make this all white. So you got to see it in its black form. I do a lot of this at nighttime because I'm going to have the wedding at night and I wanted it to look a certain way. And we do go with a checkerboard floor tile, but not the one that's already in the game. We actually make our own checkerboard because I wanted the checks to be slightly bigger, and I don't know, I think it looks a bit more classy that way. And we have lots and lots of posh trees lining the tents, so pretty cool. And it's in Oasis Springs, so it could easily be put into Willow Creek. It would suit Willow Creek as well, but I thought because of this, or the theme of this new stuff pack, it's very glitzy. Some people would describe it as tacky. It's up to you. But because of that, I thought it was a bit more Showtime looking, and it would therefore suit Oasis Springs community a lot better. But you know, Willow Creek, it would still be beautiful. We're using rose bushes to landscape the place, and we actually use a lot of items you need to unlock through having successful wedding parties and parties, which we're just unlocking now because I really wanted to use these pots of roses at the front of the tents and around the entrances. I think there's 5 entrances. There's an example of my counting. And yeah, it seems to be coming together quite well. And I don't know, I think it will be a nice venue. Very pretty, very pretty. And also, I did do a review on this stuff pack. And I said it was an honest review because I felt like it was a bit more critical than my usual review. And I think I want to be more critical in my reviews to get my opinion out there and to see what other people think, if they agree with me, if they disagree with me. And it was really interesting because I did cop a few questions or a bit of a few negative comments saying that I was actually, I don't know, endorsed by EA or paid by EA to say certain things about a stuff pack, which is, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say very, very, very clearly that EA does not pay me to make my videos. I have never been endorsed by EA. I was flown to the Sims studio as a fan earlier in the year, and it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. It was so amazing. But they absolutely do not or have not paid me. So if anyone was confused by those comments, that's why I'm responding to them, not because I care what the person's saying, because it's complete rubbish. But I wanted you guys to know or to understand that if a video is endorsed, you will see it in the YouTuber's description, because that is that's the legalities of YouTube. You cannot post a video that's endorsed without letting viewers know, or else you can lose your channel. So anyways, back to this build. We're putting in curtains now, and I love I love these curtains. They're so pretty, and they're actually lights. I didn't realize when I was going through the review that they do light up and provide lighting. So I think they're really nice. This is where we make the check squares a little bit bigger. I just think they look better, more classy, and it's really coming together now. So we're putting in some black curtains, we're going to put in some red curtains, and when we do get to the screenshots, I did create another family using this stuff pack that are very over-the-top, glamorous royalty. I was a little bit inspired by Bollywood. I saw a bit of I don't know, I felt there was a Bollywood influence in the stuff pack. I don't know if the creators did that deliberately. Maybe it more was a Hunger Games influence. Who knows what they researched, but I did have a bit of fun making a family with kind of, I guess, an Indian or Bollywood theme with it. So we'll see them in the screenshots, and I'll also upload a CADs of them because they're a pretty cool family. I kind of want to play with them now. And we're also using the new, these are banquet tables, so food goes onto them, and also the new fountains of mirth. A few of you guys thought I was saying meth, I think, because of my Australian accents, but it's mirth. So I don't know how you would say that with an American accent or Canadian. It'd be like mirth. I don't know, but I say mirth. I don't know if that sounds any different. But anyways, a few of these sequin tables are going to be made red too, and I've also left an extra one next to a bar we'll be putting in because I wanted there to be a spare one for the wedding cake, so you can have that wedding cake option. The only thing with this venue is that I did not include toilets on it because the lot was too small, and I didn't really want a toilet block on the wedding tent block. It just would have kind of taken away from it and all the fountains and everything. So hopefully there's toilets nearby that the Sims can just run across to. So that's hopefully isn't an issue, or you might want your Sims to have gone to the loo before the event commences. This is the piano going in, so my entertainer is going to be a pianist or a musician, and easy enough to just pop in speakers if you want to do that instead, or I think it'll be really fun to change up this venue, just the colors quickly, all the swatches, and just changing those colors from black, white, red to any other colors will transform this lot entirely very quickly. So yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together quite nicely. I love these chairs too. I was kind of waiting for some of those. I'm actually not sure what you call that design of chair, but it's very, very common at wedding events. You can also hire them really easily, but they're kind of, I think they're made out of wood traditionally, and it's pretty much the chairs that you see there, but without the draping. I've wanted that in The Sims for a very long time, so I was pretty stoked with that. The chandeliers, unfortunately, only come in goldy colors, and maybe kind of a goldy, silvery, purpley color, so we went with the gold, which actually works really well with the black and red and white because they're really high contrast. I actually love gold and red together. I think gold and red look sick, as in sick in a really good way. So we popped those in. It would be great if there were more swatches for those chandeliers, or I was actually hoping for some chandelier lights in this expansion, in this stuff pack, because it's meant to be fancy. It's meant to be glam. We did get some lights. We got a really cool wall light, and we also got these lights, which I'm just placing in now. And they look really cool coming out of water, but I would have really liked a chandelier. That would have been perfect in just all white, all black, in a silvery color, or a chrome or something. That would have been fabulous. So hopefully The Sims does put that in the game soon. I put a photo studio in here for taking photos, but I took it out for the point of uploading this venue to the gallery, and then I'm probably going to pop it in where it was in my LP to take some photos, possibly. But yeah, I'm excited for this venue. I'm kind of super excited because it's my friend's birthday today, and we're going to go out tonight, and we're going to get dressed up and have takeaway Chinese at her place with other girlfriends. And so making this venue was fun because I was kind of in that party mood and fancy glam mood. So I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, here's the screenshots. The screenshots were actually a little bit difficult to take to make this venue come across as what it was, as the tent, because there's so much water going everywhere. It just looked like fountains. But anyways, you can kind of see through there, through the entrance, and there's a pianist through another entrance. And yeah, you could see some of the family that I made here celebrating something, all in red, white, and black colors, sequin tables, lots of red roses everywhere, and just completely over the top, shimmery, glittery, glamorous. What more could you want? I also changed the colors of the lighting to blues and reds. You can see it there. And it just adds a little bit more of a party vibe, I think, to the venue. So I think it's nice. So that's a chocolate strawberry that Sim was eating. So with the fountain, you can have chocolate, you can have cheese, or you can have punch, which is quite interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, let me know what you thought of it. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.